Hey guys, Rich with Rich Rebuilds here at part 4 of my Flood Tesla Model X build. Now if you haven't been following the series, check out the Tesla Model X playlist. The first episode I took the interior out, lost my assistant Cam. He's not dead, he just quit. The second episode I removed the charger. And the third episode I used an ultrasonic cleaner and a toothbrush to clean the flooded electronics. I also summarized my 3-day trip to Atlanta to visit Chem, the manufacturer of my shop equipment, in 5 minutes. If you enjoy my trip recaps, check out my Tesla trip montage link in the description below. Now, a couple episodes ago I confirmed that there was no water in the charger, so it'll be going back in today. We're also going to check the drive unit and motor inverter for water. How are we going to do that? We're going to tilt the car at an extreme angle and see what falls out. Let's get to work. Now I'm going to attempt to put in this parking sensor module. Remember, this parking sensor I removed in the last video, the water just barely touched the module itself. And after checking out, it looks fine, so it's going back in the car. Yes, the GoPro's in my mouth. This is how I organize the screws, nuts, and bolts. I really don't. They're just kind of all over the place. Now here's my terminal cleaning kit I got from Amazon. It's kind of pricey, but when building a flooded car, you need this to be able to clean debris or corrosion out of the wiring. A link to the kit is in the description below, but I spent a few minutes cleaning these out, and now I'm putting the connectors back in. Now I'm putting the nuts that Tesla conveniently put Loctite on for no apparent reason. Now let's assemble the charger. Now I'm going to get under the car to clean any corrosion out of the wiring. I didn't find any actual corrosion, but I'm cleaning the connector just in case. And now I'm going to start work underneath the car and introduce you to my 2 new apprentices, George and Joe. There's no more Cam because, well, he has kind of disappeared. Now before I get into the work, I wanted to dedicate some time this episode to talk about a subscriber named Chris. Now Chris reached out to me about his daughter that has HIE, which happens when the brain is deprived from oxygen and severe brain damage occurs. Chris currently owns a Model 3, and at the moment his daughter can't see, hear, or walk. But as his daughter gets older, he'll need to trade in his Model 3 for a potentially wheelchair-accessible vehicle. His question is, will the Model X be a suitable wheelchair-accessible vehicle? Let's see how much room a minivan has versus a Model X. Now, I just so happen to have a Honda Odyssey that I could take measurements with, and the usable width entry is about 26 inches. The height from the floor to the ceiling is about 46 inches, and the width is about 57 inches from side to side, and a massive 91 inches from rear to front. Meaning you could probably have someone in a wheelchair and a small wheelchair ramp and still have passengers. Also, for additional floor bracing for the lift mechanism, you can reroute the exhaust work so you can screw into the floorboards. Now going to the Model X in the rear, you have about 56 inches of width from side to side. The usable width for entry to the vehicle is about 20 inches, 6 inches less than the Honda, and the height from floor to ceiling is about the same 46 inches. However, one of the most important numbers is the actual usable space in the rear, which amounts to about 25 inches from front to back movement. Now this is a major issue with the wheelchair because that's not a lot of room. One of the issues is this hump back here where the drive motor sits. This hump makes it so that there's a lot less flat surface for a wheelchair to move around with. You could strengthen the doors enough to anchor a wheelchair and lift it into the car. That could be an option, but not very likely because there's no way these doors are going to lift 500 pounds per person and wheelchair if they can't even break snow on a cold day. Keep in mind, to install a motorized lift or ramp anchor points, you'd have to secure them to the floorboards of the vehicle, and that's where the battery lives. Not to say this can't be done, as there are other companies that have found a way to store the wheelchairs and help individuals get out of Teslas, but things are a little bit different when the person is wheelchair bound and the entire chair and person have to be secured to the vehicle. Either way, Chris, I hope this helped you a little bit, and happy second birthday to your daughter. Let's get back to work.
We have a shallow 10 on the ratchet. That's what's good about divorce. The mother-in-law goes with it. Yep.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
Dude, the impact's badass, man.
No, it works, but these things are holding it back, you're saying.
Yeah, so I have an electric impact. The thing,
Yeah, but is it actually holding it back?
that's what he's saying. You have to
Take it out?
You have to like take the head out
the
first.
Allen out of the
Then
center.
it's, but because the lug won't come off?
It's just weird.
What the hell's it even there for?
I have no idea. It's the worst design ever.
It doesn't even add up. I can't even imagine what it's for.
It doesn't even make. This doesn't make any sense at all.
Why would you put aftermarket lug?
It looks fancy.
I gotta talk to the original owner. This is just like, hey, buddy, listen, man. What are you doing?
What's the deal with the two-piece orders?
Tell him to stay out of Car Quest. $100,000 vehicle, $5 lug nuts.
Exactly. So come check this out. Oh, look how rusted that is. So you see that piece right there? You see that rusted?
Yeah.
Sorry. Once
no
I
problem.
pull that off, if water comes pouring out of that,
The motor's no good.
it's no good. Yeah, you see how rusty that head is? It's not
How's their seal behind there? It's an O-ring,
Yeah, the O-rings.
tongue groove.
Well, nice job, buddy. You got it.
You got a wheel off.
Did you destroy all of them, all the lug nuts?
No, I got it off nicely.
I was hoping
move,
you'd say yes. See the timer's going. It says rec. This is recording.
Yeah.
All right, now record me make freaking like a monkey football.
All right.
My Allen key?
I found it on the floor over here, so I don't know.
All right, ready? And it's stripped.
Try this.
No.
You got it. It turns.
Okay.
All right.
Get fancy.
I don't want to show off, dude.
There's a frustration with being the camera guy.
You're assuming there's gonna be water in it.
Don't want to work in.
All right,
Oh.
that is out. Oh, I gotta do this one too. There you go. Oh, there you go. It's out. Let's see how the connectors look.
Oh, they look okay.
All right.
Look in there.
All right. Now's the real moment of truth. Hold the camera, please, cameraman.
See a little wetness back there.
You do.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
only on this part.
Look inside of there. How do you think that looks?
That looks okay.
Oh, try to turn this thing back on. This is a one-time use Harbor Freight flashlight.
Right there.
Oh, there we go.
Sorry. It only turns on when it's in your eyes.
All right, Jordan, come down a little bit.
Good. I'm just,
How's it looking so far?
Dry because it didn't hit. It's not real. Is it tilting? Go ahead. A little more. It could be. They're okay. Well, this one, right?
Yeah, and then we have to check the diff. If the water comes out of the diff, then it's like, oh, there you go. Oh, get this light real quick. Here you go. The light up here. I actually like this little Harbor Freight light. It's starting to grow on me now.
Yeah, I think it's nice, right? Stick it to the it's a magnet on the bottom.
Look at that. I like that.
You can adjust it however you want.
Wow. No deal. All right, so. Okay.
maybe it's a driveway.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah. Oh, this was going to decide whether we don't.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Now it should be a cranberry color. Come on, give me that cranberry color.
Sounds like Joe when he's singing in his sleep.
Yeah.
Damn it, I knew I did.
You hit your head? Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Get that camera rolling. Why I call him a complete douche. Carrying on about my snoring.
Oh, poor guy. You can't help it. Oh, you gotta remove the other jack on the other side. So it can
Yes.
tilt more. All right, pull that bad boy. So now, I'm gonna go on the other side and stay as far as I can. Oh, wait.
Stay
There
out
you
of
go.
danger.
There you go. All right, George, you stay where you are, and then you lower your side down.
Front wheel's coming off.
All right, stop right there. Okay. That poor Jack. Look how look at this angle.
You want me to go a little more?
I think we're good, man. But I mean, that angle is pretty extreme, man. If there's water in it, that water's coming out. So it turns out there was no water in the inverter side and no water came out no matter how much of an angle we tilted the car at. To celebrate, I'm going to have a soft drink from the Salvage soda pile. And yes, I didn't know they sold Salvage soda either. If the cans have dents or the packaging is messed up, they'll sell a whole pallet that they can't sell to retail for dirt cheap. These are the old moldy seats along with the rusted seat rails, and here are the new seats that are going back in the car.
Oh, big strong man.
Get that plastic thing.
Notice we're not putting the carpet in just yet. We want to make sure we have all the electrical issues worked out before finalizing anything. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this Model X build. And if you enjoy my trip recaps, check out the Texas trip link in the description below. I'll see you guys next week.